Today on Inside the Blueprint, learning more about Onyx Renewables, a leading provider of localized clean energy solutions. They deliver immediate economic savings and sustainability for customers nationwide. In other words, cleaner, faster, and more efficient. Creating the ultimate payment experience. How Fortis Payment Systems is taking invisible, seamless, scalable, embedded payment solutions to a whole new level. And improving the symptoms of dry eye with gentle heat and pressure, thanks to Novoxel's innovative Tixel Eye treatment. Let's go inside the blueprint. America's energy landscape is evolving. The shift from a centralized power grid to localized clean energy solutions is reshaping how businesses access power. Leading this transformation is Onyx Renewables, a one-stop provider of on-site solar and battery solutions nationwide. A trusted long-term partner, Onyx is building the bridge from today's clean energy reality to tomorrow's possibilities.
There's been a lot of discussion about an energy transition in the United States. We're really much more in an energy transformation. What that means is the need for distributed generation on-site, local to the power needs and the power demands is ever more important. What that enables businesses to do is to be able to continue to power their manufacturing facilities. If it's a food distribution company, to make sure the cold storage is still operating so that their food doesn't go bad or the manufacturing process doesn't go down. So it continues to help our economy. And so bringing the power down to that level is important because it eliminates loss of power from the grid going down, from power lines going down due to weather calamities or other issues that the business has no control over. So this gives the control of power to the business.
Onyx doesn't build a solar or battery project and just hand it over to their customer because a customer doesn't want a project. What a customer wants is clean, reliable energy at a predictable energy price. And so we provide a service by first designing the facility to the customized needs of that particular customer, overseeing the construction of that project, making sure it's delivered at the high quality that we require, because we are the ones who will be owning and operating it over the life of the project. Onyx's competitive advantage is that we focus on our customer and our partner relationships as opposed to projects.
Every customer and project is an Onyx gem, and in order to achieve our standards, we go through the following steps. Step 1, understanding client needs, comprehensive consultation to align with energy goals. Step 2, assessing every site, analyzing roof conditions, electrical feasibility, interconnection possibilities with our advanced tools. Step 3, customizing designs. We optimize system layouts using cutting-edge technology. And step 4, which is very important, iterating collaboratively. This involves active client discussions to ensure solutions meet expectations.
The assets that we build and operate have a long useful life, potentially 30+ years. And Onyx is both the long-term caretaker of the physical assets and the long-term partner to our customers, guiding them every step of the way on their clean energy journey. A keystone in our full lifecycle quality program is the customer experience. And in line with that, we launched a customer portal that is proprietary to Onyx. The portal, which is a web-based application accessed via a button on our website, allows customers to view energy production data and location-specific avoided emissions data in a standardized format, regardless of the underlying technology and systems that produce the data.
Over its 10-year history, Onyx has established important relationships with its financial partners. This enables Onyx to provide customized, clean energy solutions while delivering significant energy cost savings both today and in the future. One of the most significant and valuable benefits Onyx provides to its customers is energy price certainty over the long term. This is accomplished at no upfront cost to the customer through a power purchase agreement. Customers can lock in clean, reliable, and locally produced energy at an advantageous price while also benefiting from end-to-end lifetime service.
So here at Onyx, we contract with our customers in a way that makes it seamless for our clients. We have an entire suite of documents and processes ready to go, and they cover all the stages of any given solar project. We work with a number of customers who are large enough that they cover different geographic areas and different states, and so we make sure that our processes and documentation are repeatable and standardized, but also customize them as necessary for the different regulatory regimes that exist in different states and for customer needs. The United States is somewhat unique in the fact that states have significant ability to have different regulatory requirements even from one state to the next, and so we make sure that we're able to address all of those as needed.
So today, Onyx operates in 14 states. We have over 400 projects, and those 400 projects are not in just those 14 states. We actually have projects that we're operating, under construction, in development in 31 states. And so we're across the US. What I see for Onyx is more projects, more states, as the power demands for businesses across the United States grow because of the economic development that every single administration brings to the U.S., the need for our projects is just everywhere. And all businesses are growing, and so that's exciting for us because we're able to add to their growth and profitability. At Onyx, we are innovators of localized clean energy solutions for businesses, delivering best-in-class quality solutions to promote a sustainable future for the next generation.
If you're interested in learning more about how Onyx Renewable Partners is changing the future of clean energy, visit their website, onyxrenewables.com, or go to our website, insidetheblueprint.com, for more information. Embedded payments, a critical, rapidly growing segment of global financial B2B. In a 2024 study, leading authority Juniper Research reported global embedded transaction values will increase 134% by 2028, up from $1.1 trillion in 2024. Is your business ready to embrace the future?
Payments has evolved rapidly over the last almost 30 years that I've been in the payments industry. About 15 years ago, we saw the advent of the iPhone. If you can believe it's only been around about 15 years, how much has that changed what we've seen in the way that everybody interacts? We're talking about a commerce transaction. Payments is a piece of the commerce ecosystem. People are buying and selling in different ways than they ever have in the past. You see it a lot in the restaurant world, the retail world. You see it when you do an Uber ride, right? You go on a ride, you have an amazing experience, and you leave, and payments just happens. It's invisible. We are seeing that start to morph now into other areas like healthcare, B2B, wholesale, manufacturers, distributors. And as the world continues to evolve and technology continues to evolve as well, and things like AI make those experiences even faster and more efficient, so does the invisible payments piece into everything that we touch and twirl. When I started in the payments industry, that little box that people used to swipe a credit card through worked for every type of business around. It's evolved tremendously since there. Now there's software for every single vertical. And what's really exciting to me is that in restaurant and retail, we've seen kind of software take over and, click to agree and all these other pieces. But there's all these other areas where, the business hasn't solved the real problem out there, right? It's taking forever to get a payment to happen. It's a bifurcated process. Integration and making this into the workflow of how a business and a consumer, or think about a hospital and a patient, or a manufacturer and a distributor, engage and conduct commerce, and not just around credit cards or ACH, but all the alternative payments to go to meet a buyer and seller where they meet. And I think that's the future. That's what excites me, to be able to solve that problem for all those businesses out there.
At Velocio, I'm the CEO and run the strategy for our organization. I formed the partnership with Fortis to bring world-class payment processing to our own company and also to our clients, to enable them to really use that technology to enable multi-channel retail.
We've evolved a long way from the one solution for everybody world that I started in 30 years ago. Software has driven that, right? There are verticals and sub-verticals for software. What works for a restaurant may not work for the pizza shop. And because of that, there's also light solutions and more embedded, deeper solutions. A light solution with a no code can literally be available in minutes. So you can start accepting payments online, in store, in a mobile experience, what have you, all the way to a fully embedded solution that could work on your web store. It could have work in store, and as well as out of your invoice, all bundled together for a kind of that full service solution. And there's a walk, jog, run for most of the clients out there. So it's really important to find a partner that can serve those gamut of solutions to you in your own evolution.
Payment technology is no longer a commodity, but a necessity. Advanced payment systems like Fortis, which utilizes proprietary platforms, are leading the way in both B2B and retail merchant commerce transactions.
At Fortis, we deliver a remarkable payment experience through an omni-channel approach. We understand that the merchants that we work with are highly sophisticated and complex, and as a result, they do business in many different ways. To be able to meet their needs where they're at, we have integrations into AR automation systems, point-of-sale systems, e-commerce systems, as well as field service systems. And to round it all out, we have integrations into the ERPs that they commonly use. So holistically, we're able to meet all their needs and all their intersections where they process payments today. We understand that our customers, again, are sophisticated, right? And we have different industries that we have specialization for. A few of those are manufacturing, construction, healthcare, field services, and distribution. Great example of where we've met a customer where they're at is in the field service space. We have an integration to PACS, so we can provide on-demand payment acceptance there in the field for customers that are wanting to pay their vendor right then and there. Fortis is with you every step of the way. I would encourage you to think of us as a payments consultant. We're not just a payment processor. We're not a vendor to you. We're with you every step of the way throughout your journey, and we'll grow with you as you evolve as a company.
At Fortis, we've been very, very focused on customer experience. As a result of that, we knew that we had to begin to solve business problems in new and unique ways. We've done that by increasing our speed to onboarding, by eliminating friction in the sales process through our customer experience teams, and then thirdly, by building products that are meaningful to a business and how they want to pursue embedded payments. We're focused on building products that allow our customers to thrive within their own business and drive a remarkable experience for their customer base. At Fortis, we've done that. Our product allows developers to integrate to a core API offering, allowing simplicity in the integration process and speed to revenue. We've done that through a frictionless boarding experience. You get to board us in the way that's most meaningful to your own business. Our goal is to speed your time to revenue as a customer.
Fortis award-winning APIs and no-code, low-code solutions mean faster customer payment experiences. Software interfaces provide advanced, fully embedded, seamless, frictionless, scalable business payment applications, so your business can focus on what it does best.
We formed the relationship with Fortis over other payment processors because of their robust API. That API allowed the payment processing to be handled inside the same user interface that our clients use and work in daily.
It's easy. Our job is to make things simple for our software partners and their businesses by intersecting where buyers and sellers come together no matter where it happens.
Fortis is focused on simplifying payments for success.
Fortis is passionate about building amazing product experiences.
Take your business and customer experience to the next level with invisible embedded payment solutions from Fortis. For more detailed information, visit fortispay.com. And for the latest news and views, turn to us at InsideTheBlueprint.com. Ophthalmology has witnessed remarkable advancements. revolutionizing diagnosis and treatment of various eye conditions, including dry eye disease or DED, a condition attracting great interest thanks to increasing numbers of cases, one driven by aging populations, greater smartphone and computer screen time, and environmental changes. For the millions of Americans suffering dry eye disease, relief often feels temporary. Until now.
Dry eye is caused by many different things. Some people have problems with their glands, other people have impacted ducts. The experience is for the patient is usually itchiness, wateriness, things like that. The good news is that now with Tixel Eye, we can help a lot of those symptoms. So prior to the Tixel Eye, most patients had to use warm compresses or over-the-counter drugs or eye drops, things like that. The problem was they had to use them over and over every single day. With the Tixel Eye, it's only 3 short treatments that take 2 minutes each, and it gives them long-lasting results, so you don't have to repeat those things they were doing before.
The Tixel Eye procedure is a 2-minute procedure, and at the end of that procedure, we're going to see immediate response and benefit to dry eye symptoms. The great thing about that is after 3 months, we're going to see it continue to improve. So the beauty of this is that not only do you get the procedure and get the immediate response that we're looking for, we're seeing it improve over time. So if you spend any time with someone who is suffering from dry eye disease, they'll tell you that their eyes are red, itchy, scratchy. They're spending a lot of times putting drops in their eyes, and it's just masking symptoms, right? And it really takes a wear on your mental health and your vision. So the researchers at Novoxel wanted to come up with a more long-standing, something that would treat the dry eye disease in a long-term way. The beauty of this is I call it a biohack. So what happens is the Tixel allows your eye to operate and produce the right amount of tears at the right composition, so it restores it back to normal, no Band-Aids needed.
Tixel Eye from Novoxel offers leading-edge advancements for both dry eye and skin care, featuring an FDA-cleared device for the application of localized heat and pressure therapy.
I was getting dry eye such that I couldn't wear my contacts for an extended period of time, so I was only able to wear them for a few hours, and because of that, I wasn't able to work the way that I wanted and needed to. And then after the Tixel, I'm able to wear my contacts for 8, 10, 12, up to 16 hours a day.
The patients that come into our clinic are looking for solutions for their redness, itchiness, dryness, discomfort, excessive tearing, vision loss. And we're able to offer them other treatments besides just the regular over-the-counter drops, prescription drops, heat packs, stuff they've been a slave to at home, and they're not able to get access to the technology that we have. There are other technologies available, lights and lasers, but this seems to do the trick for a lot of patients who have failed with that. And Tixel Eye has seemed to help the patients that those other technologies haven't been able to help. Tixel Eye is a new technology available to our patients that applies a heat and a pressure in a way that rejuvenates the glands and helps them to move again.
So energy-based devices are just like what they sound. They are using energy to actually cause an effect, a medical effect. We are often looking at lasers, intense pulse light, which is often called IPL, or radio frequency. Those are all hitting target tissue to create this biological effect. You can have issues with those where if there's darker skin tones or things going on within the body and they can't be used. Now we have the Tixel device. The Tixel uses precise heat and pressure to create an effect, bypassing the need for a target tissue, getting that immediate effect right where you want it to create a healing reaction. So the Novoxel devices, specifically the Tixel Eye for dry eye, is made to treat all patient types, whether they have neurological disorders, whether they're skin type. We want them to be able to have a treatment for dry eye that's not only going to provide relief, but relief that lasts.
I was one of the contributors to the FDA clinical trial for the phase 3 evaluation of Tixel, which is a thermomechanical device for treating dry eye disease due to meibomian gland disease. After 3 treatments with Tixel, the durability improvement for the signs and symptoms of dry eye due to meibomian gland disease continued to improve over a 3-month and a 6-month period. We chose Tixel to become our treatment of choice for patients with meibomian gland disease leading to dry eye because the current treatment modalities just haven't been effective. Tixel really has shown us to be effective and long-lasting when used on our patients. After using Tixel and comparing it to the other methods of treating dry eye, what we found was there's an improved safety profile that makes it so simple where there is no real way to get a wrong setting or perform a wrong procedure on the eye. And because of its safety, efficacy, speed, ease of use, we are now using that as our first line of treatment for treating meibomian gland disease causing dry eye disease.
I started having eye pain, swollen eyelids, and just gritty eyes, sore eyes, and I didn't know what to do about it. So I decided to see my primary care physician. I was told I had allergies and to just take allergy medicine. It didn't clear up, so I decided to go see Dr. Lauren Bailey. She introduced me to Tixel and did this heat treatment on my eyelids, lower and upper eyelids, and that cleared up the problem that I was having with the swollen eyes. And I was very thankful to be able to just drive away from each treatment with no pain.
So we know millions of people are suffering with dry eye disease across the US. This product not only gives you significant outcomes for the dry eye disease, but it's also super easy to use, right? Each procedure is about 2 minutes long, so the patient throughput on this product is truly amazing. In fact, we have physicians that are using this product and they're putting 50 people through this procedure a day, and that translates into a great, not only a great outcome for the patient, but also a great business impact for the physician. Millions of people are suffering with dry eye disease across the country. And it doesn't matter where you live because we see an aging population and we see more and more people spending time in front of a screen. That screen time is going to get you more and more dry eye disease. In addition, dry eye disease is amplified in drier climates. So when you think about the Southwest or even higher altitude places, mountainous regions across the US will have a higher prevalence of dry eye disease. I've spent many years in corporate America. Many of these are highly innovative companies, and a lot of times they give you these personality assessments and skills assessments, and the thing that always pops up to the top for me is I'm a mission-driven person. And when I look at what Novoxel's doing here with Tixel, this is a product that is completely disruptive in the eye health space and the aesthetics. And I think once we get this out in the market, we're going to see a quick adoption, and it's going to completely change the lives of many patients.
So I've been pretty surprised on the uptake of the Tixel Eye, and that's because it's very fast and easy to integrate into a practice. In fact, it's only been available a few weeks, and many doctors have already purchased it and made it their standard of care. What's interesting is the patients really like it too because it's very fast, it's no pain, they get in and out of the practice very quickly, and they get great results even during the first treatment. So the interesting thing about Tixel, it's been around for almost 13 or 14 years. And so what we found when we're using it for dermatology, for wrinkles or age spots and things like that, is that it helps rejuvenate the skin. And that's what gives us the long-term effect. When we're using the Tixel Eye for dry eye care, we kind of found the same thing. So patients are pretty happy that it doesn't hurt, it works, it gives them very nice results, and the results seem to last.
So the Tixel Eye is a simple procedure, it's comfortable for patients, and it gives you results that last.
Don't mask symptoms. Let your eye be rejuvenated so at the end of the day, you don't have those problems anymore. Let your eye do what it's supposed to do. Use Tixel Eye.
So Tixel is amazing because in only 2 minutes, you can get great results that last, and it's easy for doctors to integrate in their practice.
To discover more about Novoxel's Tixel Eye technology for both dry eye and skin rejuvenation, and how their eye and skin care industry expertise can benefit your business or practice's bottom line, visit Tixel.us. Thanks for watching Inside the Blueprint. For more information on any of the products you saw today, or to find out how to become part of the show, please visit InsideTheBlueprint.com.